Hello, my friends. It's Christine. And no, you're not going crazy. It's not Thursday, and it's not noon, but here I am anyway. So I just wanted to, since I won't be able, I have some other things going on tomorrow, I won't be able to be with you tomorrow. And the thought of waiting another whole week, I just didn't love it. I didn't love it at all. So here I am, knocking on your door, so to speak. So this will be a brief visit, but it'll be a visit just the same, because as I said, I just didn't want another whole week to go by without saying hey. So if you're brand new here, I'm Christine, holistic health coach, yoga instructor, breathwork coach, children's yoga instructor, but all around proponent of peace. And I pop by often midday to help you make the most of your break, whatever your break time is. And since today my break time is very short, I just wanted to jump right in. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And if, of course, you are watching this on a recording, that's beautiful too, because this way you could play it anytime you like. So I don't have my Hoberman sphere with me, but if you would, could you breathe with me, please, 3 times? I would love that. So our practice begins, or our time together begins with deep breathing. So not breathing up here, but breathing down deep into the body, in and out through the nostrils. Give us 3 if you would, please. Here we go. Fill your belly space and then empty it completely. And yes, of course, your rib cage gets involved, but only because it's being pushed up from underneath. One more time. How do you feel? A little better? Just with 3 breaths. Look at how powerful you are. It's pretty great. So, actually, some of what we'll talk about today, well, lots of what we'll talk about today has to do with the power of your breath. And what I mean by that is all kinds of studies. I won't bore you with the science, but here's the really cool stuff. This was made for breathing. This for eating and talking and singing and stuff like that. Smooching maybe, whatever, but not breathing, okay? So my invitation to you today is to observe your typical breathing patterns without judgment, because you don't need to beat yourself up. The world does that enough for all of us, right? So the heck with that. Let's just check in as we go through our day and see if we're breathing in and out through our nose. It's actually a really important thing that this stays closed while you're breathing. Very, very important. And I get into all the science about oxygen and CO2 and all kinds of stuff, but if we don't give our nasal passages their work to do, and then our lungs their work to do, we're actually giving less fuel for our brain, less clarity for our brain. Let me say it like that. Too much oxygen is actually a bad thing for your brain and for your body. So the exchange that goes on with even breathing in and out through the nostrils is really powerful. And aren't we really super blessed, super blessed to be able to breathe in and out through our nostrils unaided? It's a pretty great time for that. So there's so much science behind that we're seeing that anxiety, scattered thoughts, even clammy hands can be remedied, at least partially, by slow, deep, steady breathing. Oh my goodness. It's really, really super important. So if you would, dear ones, let's inhale our shoulders up. And then exhale and roll the shoulders back and down. Let's go the other way, shall we? The inhale goes in and the belly fills with breath. Here we go. Rolling the shoulders back and up. And exhaling forward and down. Let's try side to side, if you would, please. Inhale the right shoulder up. Maybe if it's available in your neck, you can go along for the ride and tip your head over, and maybe not. Now we're going to inhale the left shoulder up. How's that working for you? Pretty good, I hope. So this weekend coming is Labor Day weekend, and some folks will still go away or do something in these times, and some folks are kind of a little disappointed that they can't be going and doing what they would normally do. And I just want to encourage you that this is not forever, and that we are together in a different way now. And that's okay. That's really pretty okay. It's important to have gratitude for those things that we truly have that others don't. Do you have a fridge or a cupboard with food in it? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have clothing and all? You know, it's so easy to overlook those things, but they are enormous blessings or benefits if you prefer that phrasing. So just wanted to remind you of that. So, but if you're feeling kind of crummy, like if you were with me last week, you know that I was having a little bit of a crummy problem. What can you do? What can you do to turn your frown upside down? Sing, dance, call a friend, look at pictures, sit outside in nature. There's so many things we can do, and it benefits us not only in our mind and in our heart, but in our physical self as well. So, one other really cool thing that we do in yoga, if you'd like to try it out. So, hand postures, yoga postures that we do with our hands are known as mudras. It's just another word for the same thing. So, if you like, just go ahead and take your hands and clasp all of them down except the pointer fingers. Maybe you can see that? Like that? Yeah. So I'm kind of in a tight space right here, but I just want to show you. So here we have the mudra. This is Kali mudra. And Kali helps us in lots of ways. So what we do is we take this mudra and the shoulders go back and down so that the blades are flat on your back. And then we turn this and we point this so that the fingertips are coming away from our heart space. And then we inhale the arms longer, 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 longer. And exhale. And like I said, I'm a little tight on space right here, but try this. Inhale the arms up and overhead with the Kali mudra, and then exhale down, cutting through the yuck. Whatever's in your way in this moment, cut it. Get it on out of there. Use your imaginary sword and slice it out of your path so that you don't have to be bothered by it anymore. Inhale. Exhale. 3 of them. Here we go. One more time. Inhale. Let it go. Now how do you feel? Maybe a little better? I hope. So, my friends, during these few days until we're together again, I just want to mention it's great homework for you to check in with your own breathing. So, maybe next time you're going to go pop something in the microwave, for that 1 minute, count how many inhales and exhales you naturally take, in 1 minute's time. Just notice, no judgment, and then we'll talk about that again next visit. Okay, so just count how many inhales and exhales, we call those rounds of breath, and notice if there's any breathing coming in and out of your mouth or if it's in the nose. And we'll talk more, like I say. So I have to go right now, but I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. And if things feel really crummy for you, if something feels impossible, I just want to shout out to Jason Mraz. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Singer, songwriter, performing dude. Awesome. And he says in his one song, "It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone." So yay you, Jason Mraz. Thank you for helping me so often turn my frown upside down. And I hope, dear friends, that this time together has been a blessing to you, a benefit to you. And if it has, please feel free to share it with anyone, anywhere. No membership required. So dear friends, have a wonderful week. I'm sending you peace and love all around. Take good care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.